How y'all doing today? My name is Devin Carr, and today you back with the Vibe Chat, which come on every first Wednesday of the month. Today I'm here with my co-host, Uncle Danny.
Uncle Danny.
Yeah,
I'm on. I guess they didn't adopt the term. I don't like it, but I'm on.
and I'm also here with Jonathan.
What's up?
All right. So today, of course, Kamiya is going to be on the video today, and Zay probably have a performance and stuff. So today we just gonna have us three, but we still gonna include them. Yeah, we still gonna include them in this show and mention them because they still a part. So
Absolutely. Can we
to
bring Kamiya in? Ain't Kamiya with us? Let's see if we got Kamiya with us. I think she with us.
Oh, there you
oh,
go.
there you go.
Hey, Kamiya.
Hi.
Oh, good
How
quality.
are you? Good to see you. Good to see you.
Yes. How are you all doing?
Good. How about
Good.
yourself?
I'm doing good.
Good.
We heard you got a lot going on. We heard you got a lot going on. Tell us how you
Oh yeah.
doing.
Yep. I've been playing flag recently, so I've been doing that. I've been having practices every lunch and sometimes after school. And then I recently had a New York trip and we won. We got 34 gold first place and two silver first places, and we won every vocal category there was. And we got invited to Chicago and two other venues to perform.
Oh, that's
Woo!
tough.
Ooh,
Whoa.
Yeah.
I
Wow.
know you
Go
was
ahead,
balling like
that's
that.
what's
Kamaya.
up.
That's crazy.
Congratulations and shout out to
Thank
you.
you.
You doing it. You're doing it very well. We're very proud of you. We wish you could join us here, but we can
Yes,
see that you on a roll. You busy. But thank you for joining us anyway.
thank you.
Yes. So me and Jonathan is on spring break, right?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
How's your spring break going?
It's been busy. I'd say no, I haven't had a single day to really
Hmm.
completely rest yet. Um, but I'm having fun. I'm having fun so far. How's yours going so far?
Mine's is going well so far. I would say that I've been to work, doing my YouTube creations, is also trying to edit more and just chill out and relax more too, and just keeping things moving and hoping these days go by slower because I don't want to go back to school on Tuesday and we got a test right when we come back. So yeah,
Wow.
yeah.
Fresh out the spring break. Did they give y'all a packet or something to take with y'all?
Nah,
Not for
just
the test?
it's just that we got a test right when we come back because of the snow days they push everything back in the curriculum. So we gotta take the test when we come back on Tuesday. My teacher didn't want to do it, but he had no choice. So
Mm,
it's okay though.
mm.
Speaking of snow days,
Hmm.
Mister Sir, you have any good snow day memories? You like not snow days.
Mm.
Speaking of spring break, you have any old spring break memories from what the '70s you want to share with us?
The 70s. I'm trying to think. No, not really, because all only thing I could say is that back in everything before the pandemic, we used to have snow days. I mean, not snow days, spring break for like 2 weeks, but
Mm.
now it's
Mm-hmm.
only one. And this also a question besides from the spring break. Why do schools start now in August and not in September after Labor Day?
Mm.
I don't know if they want us to be in school longer or if they just I don't know. It seemed like after the pandemic we start earlier for all of the districts.
That's a good
Yeah.
question. When I went to
Hmm.
school, they definitely started in August.
Hmm.
So, and then later on, they went to September, and now I guess they back to August. I guess they back to August. So, I don't know exactly why it's like that, but I do know the later in the school year you start school, the later in the summer
Hmm.
you'll get out.
Right. What
Yeah.
a, what's your intake on that?
Um, I don't know. I mean, once they started formatting school in a way where the kids had to manage like all their stuff,
Hmm.
I feel like they've been trying to. I don't know. They've been trying to make school feel more like college,
Hmm.
more and more recently. Like when my sister talks about school, it doesn't sound like elementary school anymore. It sounds like she has all her assignments online in classroom. She's
Hmm.
typing her own essays. She has to manage all her schedules and stuff, and like know when to do her home. I mean, we all knew when to do our homework.
Right.
We know how it used to be for us. They would give you the packet, they give you the sheet, say go home, bring it back tomorrow. Now it's like you got to remember assignments 2 weeks in advance as like a 7-year old. I don't think it's very fair at
Right.
all. So
Kamiya, what you doing over there?
Um, I'm just listening.
She said just listening. You got any intake on that as far as the school starting in September or anything?
Um, I feel like it should start back in September because I feel like we go back pretty early. Um, I don't know. I just think they should go back to when it started in September.
Right. Fair point. Because I know my friend, um, she live in Florida. They start in August and get out in May. I always wonder how that might go. Like I'm so used to getting out in June that
mhm.
sometimes in May it could be better, but you guys still go back early too. And everybody's schedule is different
But
too.
when you a senior, you'll get out in May.
Well, true,
Yeah,
true.
I'm not, I'm not ready to go.
you're not ready.
Like I feel like I don't want to leave school. No, I don't like school. Let me not say that. I like the structure. Like I low key like the idea of being stuck in a place where you're forced to interact with people.
Hmm.
Mm.
I feel like in a normal like environment, like there's no way I'm just gonna hold on. That sound like a child right now. But like I don't feel like I would be talking to strangers in a random cafe that often. So I'm glad that we have a couple more years together. Like as a because this is gonna be the last time pretty much in your life where you're stuck in a big building with people that are all your age or around it.
Mm.
I don't know if I'm ready to leave that yet.
Right, right. I feel you because also it's like um I've been thinking about colleges and stuff like that,
Mm,
and I think now sometimes with schools it's like they do push us to go to college, which is good, but also realizing that college is not for everybody in a sense. So it's like to me, it's kind of been a debate in school whether or not like like it's one of those things where I feel as though sometimes school we all can go there for just a grade instead of just making sure we actually learn. Like sometimes a lot of us, and it's not our fault. It's kind of like sometimes it could be where we live at and anything, but it's like a lot of us just go to school just for the grade instead of making sure we actually of that agree. I mean, if that makes sense.
true. I agree with that for sure. Because I mean, I think a big part of why this was in the school system as well is like I feel like in the direction we're going, we're starting to make kids be more prepared to go into the real world and work earlier and earlier. Like like how old do you think kids should like? When do you think the right time is to start like working or like having the idea of having a job?
Uh,
You don't want me to answer that.
Let's
what's the
say
answer,
two.
Uncle Danny?
As soon as you can walk and talk and start making a mess, you should be cleaning up after yourself. You should already be in the mindset of work. I
Mhm.
think that's ideal, but legally it's 14.
Right. You gonna make your 2-year-old clean up their own diapers?
Absolutely. Not their own diapers, but their own mess.
It's
You gotta
absolutely
start somewhere.
true.
You
Right.
gotta start somewhere.
True.
I would say this too. Um, college may not be for everybody, but education is.
Hmm.
Education is absolutely for everybody. You have different forms of education. You got spiritual education. You have skills that you can learn in trade schools and things like that. So education is for everybody. College may not, but education is definitely for everybody.
Right. Yeah, and education can get you a long way. And yeah, education is something we all as humans um it don't always have to be the extent of college, but we definitely do need it for life skills and things of that nature too.
Right. Absolutely.
Right.
Absolutely. So let me ask y'all. Let me start with you.
Mm-hmm.
Are y'all looking at any colleges to go to? Are you prepping for a college to go to?
I would say right now my top five choices is um Temple, Morehouse, I would say Bowie, Morgan State.
Mm,
Lastly, I'm still deciding, but probably somewhere out of state. Like I already say Temple, right? I already
Hmm.
say
hmm
Morehouse. I would probably say like a community
A
college.
community college?
Yeah,
Okay.
probably depending. What about you, Jonathan?
Me, I've been looking at a lot of art schools. Unfortunately, the US is really bad when it comes to like animation and having an industry that's like set for people to get into. It's not easy to get into the animation industry as an American. So I mean, my first choice, I'd honestly want to go overseas. I've been
Wow.
looking at schools in Ireland and the UK.
Mm.
But if you had to make me stay here, I was looking at schools like Cal Arts, Montserrat. I was also looking at Bowie, uh, UMBC, Morgan State as well. But I mean, I think if money becomes a problem, I think I'm also just gonna go to a community college for a good 2 years, save up, and then transfer.
Mm.
Mm.
That's goals. That's goals. What about you, Kamiya? Are you looking at any colleges? What colleges strike your
Yes. I have a couple. Some Morgan State, Townsend, North Carolina Central, NCAT, Howard, Juilliard, stuff like that.
Mm.
Most majority HBCUs or because the career path that I want to do, the schools they have a good program for it.
Mm. Wow.
True.
Right.
I like the Juilliard thing. I think that fits you very well. So let me ask you, Kamaya, if you had your choice out of all those colleges, which ones piques your interest the most?
Um, Probably Juilliard, NCAT, or Howard. Those are my top three.
Those some
Awesome,
good schools.
awesome. And what about you, John? Yeah, out of all the colleges you named, which one is your absolute top?
Honestly, whoever can give me the best deal, whoever I don't have to pay, whoever I have to pay the least for, you know. Necessarily, I don't really no, not that I don't care. I care a lot about the programs and
Hmm.
like sort of petite about the school, but in reality, an animation degree is an animation degree
Mhm.
anywhere.
Hmm.
True.
So as long as I can get that experience, that education for a price that won't put me in debt for 30 years, I'm fine with wherever.
And what
Right.
about you, Devin?
And I would say probably Morehouse is my top choice as of right now. Morehouse. And
HBCUs.
yeah,
Haha.
HBCUs. I'm not so much into the prestigious schools because I feel like a lot of us go there for just the reputation. And I mean, I think a HBCU more better for me personally.
More ideal. Absolutely. We got a couple comments. You want to go ahead and read them for us?
Yeah, Biggie Love 7387 said, well said. And they also said education is for everyone.
Absolutely. We
Yep.
appreciate your comments and let us know what you think about the college courses, careers,
Mhm.
education while we on the topic. Don't forget to leave a comment, man. This is Vibe Chat. We live on the Be More Pod Network. Y'all already know what's up, man.
Yeah. Did you go to college,
I
Uncle?
went to trade school, so I'm
Trade
a low
school?
Mhm.
voltage tech. I do data. Actually, that's what I was doing this morning. I was at a BJ's. I was
Mhm.
moving cameras and installing what we call a PVM, a public view monitor,
Mm.
so people can view themselves. It's an anti theft agent. When people see themselves on camera, it prevents a lot of thefts normally. Um,
Mhm.
then I walked like 4.5 miles earlier today. All of this was like before 7 o'clock this morning.
Mm.
Then I did a job. I was in Woodbridge, Virginia, at a Walmart doing a lock cop. They got the lock cop cameras. So yeah, I went to school for that, for data and stuff like that. As far as college, no, I'm more of a trade school type of guy.
Right. And what
That's
high
dope.
school you went to?
I went to Woodlawn High School,
Woodlawn.
Woodlawn
Oh,
Senior High.
got you. That's what's up. Um, I would say that yeah, you're right. Trade can definitely be a good alternate route if you're not into the college field. And sometimes meet the people out that actually go to college.
Hmm.
Sometimes.
You know, it's interesting now that you say that because a lot of people in y'all generation now they don't really go to like trade schools. This is why skills, the cost of labor for these skills has gone up because nobody's going to get their CDLs and be a plumber and electrician, all this stuff that makes the country go around. Y'all generation kind of like
Yeah.
don't want to do
I mean,
it.
because unfortunately, as time has gone on, well, I mean, the boomers that run our country had, well, boomer son generations, all the real, like your unc, but like all the real old people,
I'm not on, but okay.
Mm.
I like how you threw that in there.
they've been making it like they've been the ones pushing us to avoid such jobs. Like, I mean, me personally, my parents are fine. They're fine wherever I go as long as I have a good plan. But I know a lot of kids my age, like their parents are pushing them for the highest, most prestigious jobs because honestly, these days it does make the world go round, but the recognition and the pay just isn't there. Like, you know, you could do a great service for the world, but at the end of the day, if you can't pay your rent, then I mean, not what use is it, but you know, I just feel like it's not. That's a big reason not a lot of people are going to trade schools anymore. I mean, over time, it's been viewed as the lower, like
It's
that's
blue
something for people
collar.
that
It's blue collar work.
yeah,
You
and
gonna
that's.
get your hands dirty.
I mean, I'm fine with it.
Yeah, you might cut
But
yourself a couple times.
And hands anointed IMP, she agreed with you, Uncle Danny, that that's right, no death. As far as like sometimes going to trade school, again, like you said, is sometimes the better route. Whereas though you don't have to be in debt for over 20 and
Absolutely,
50
and it's a
years.
lot of skills, a lot of necessary skills. Like we have hair,
Mhm.
you have hairstylists, or what do you call them, cosmetologists.
Mhm.
You have people that do landscaping, that keep the yards and stuff clean. You have people that do the electricity, which is one of the most important parts
Mm-hmm.
of functioning first world society. Electricity and internet kind of go hand in hand. So a lot of these things are important. The value, they don't value people like that, like they go undervalued, but it's really
Mhm.
not about the value, it's about the service you provide to the people. For me,
Mhm.
when I go back and I go back to a store and I see my work, I'll be like, oh, I did that. It makes me happy. So,
Right.
True.
Right.
yep. So, okay, Zay, right?
Say,
Zay, we wish you was here, but we heard you. We know you got a birthday coming up. We want to wish you a happy early birthday,
Happy
Zay.
happy early
birthday.
birthday to
Everybody,
Zay.
type in the
Early.
chat, happy early birthday, Zay. Y'all
Happy
already know.
birthday
Let
to
him know
Zay.
y'all love him.
How old he be? 12,
12,
I
12?
think.
Okay, I think
Yeah.
so.
I
Yeah,
think.
Yeah.
because he had the
It
11
says-
shirt on, so now I guess he
12.
12.
Yeah.
I think
Right,
so.
that's the next one up.
Toughest 12-year-old I know.
Yeah.
Well, I don't think my cousins are watching the show, but yeah, tell us 12-year-old I know. You know, I'm real proud of everything he's out there doing.
Yeah.
Doing a
Mhm.
lot more than what people are doing, like in their 20s, talking about
Yeah.
I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that. But he's actually going out there and getting it. So
And
hmm
great
much
support
love to Zay.
system by his mom and dad too
Mhm.
and sisters.
Yeah, Zay actually remind me of a guy named D1. I don't know if y'all know him or not. He's a rapper. He's from Louisiana,
Mm-hmm.
I believe New Orleans, Baton Rouge, one of them.
Hmm.
And he raps positive. He's basically pushing the hip hop artists to make better music. He call it not hip hop, but hypocritical hop, because a lot of stuff is hypocritical and it's a lot of hypocrites in it. But
Sure.
Zay makes music kind of like D1. He remind me of D1. So shout out Zay. Happy
Yeah.
early
Happy
birthday
birthday,
to Zay,
Zay.
man.
Facts.
And we wish you was here, but we already know you got a lot going on. Kamiyaa, tell us. What do you think about the whole conversation that we have in as far as colleges and trades? Where do you stand at? Where's your standpoint?
That I think um that when it comes to colleges, I feel like people push us to be things that we don't want to. Such as I know a lot of parents they expect their kids to be doctors, nurses, lawyers, so they can have high paying jobs. But even if you do, let's say you want to be a plumber or a business owner, you can still make it by being those things. You don't have to just be a doctor and a nurse to be successful in, yeah, just to be successful. You can be successful in anything if you just have a plan and you know what you're doing.
True.
So with that being said, I would ask y'all, since y'all said, parents keep pushing y'all to do that. What do you suggest parents do um, instead of pushing the status quo of going to school and going to college?
I mean, me personally, I mean, I know college isn't for everyone, but I still think it's the first thing I would recommend, just because a degree makes so many things. It just opens up so many more job opportunities. But I think most parents should like don't be afraid to support whatever your kid wants to do. Like, I feel like too many parents are focused on being too realistic, but those are the ones that kill the dream that pushes there. Because some professions,
Mm.
you need to be locked in, even if it seems like a long shot. You need to be locked in from a young age. Like, say your kid wants to go to the league, if you have a parent that's not going to fully support you all the way through, you're not going to be able to lock into the degree that you need to achieve
Mhm.
such a dream. I think as a parent, you should just try and support whatever your child wants to do, as long as it's not something crazy. Like I want to be a
Okay.
nightclub bouncer.
Now,
Like,
now you sound like the old head.
well,
Like
no, I'm not the old head here.
the
That's
roles
still y'all.
reverse.
That's still y'all.
What you think, Kamiya?
I'm the young.
What's your parents push as an alternative instead of the status quo? What's some alternatives for you?
I think that parents could hear out what their kids want to do, and if it's like something something dumb, then like put their input into it and give like an alternative or a better option instead of just completely shutting it down. Um, yeah.
We
Right.
appreciate that. It
And
got to be your time, Devin.
yeah, and I would say more parents should focus on just supporting their kids, like Jonathan said, what they want to do. Be realistic with them, but don't be a dream killer too.
Hmm.
Um, More so just I would say always have a financial plan. Motivate them to get a financial plan and don't wait until they right there to adulthood to start all that stuff late. Cause
Mm.
then kind of feel like they behind. And also eh, be their number one supporters too. So yeah, that's pretty much my input. And Wiggy Love 7387 said that trees pay very well, 6 figures. What that say, Richard or like six
Six
figure
figures. Can we see
standard?
that? Can we see that comment? Our engineers, can y'all put that comment on the screen so we can see
Yeah.
it?
Oh, standard, 6 figure standard.
Okay.
And also said that, but it takes a hustle, which is true. Like hustle and flow.
Yeah, it does take a hustle.
Mm-hmm.
It does. And you take the home work with you. It's like you never really clock out. That's
Mhm.
one thing about the 9 to 5
Mm-hmm.
versus being self-employed. When you're self-employed, you're always working. So it's never really like an off day. It's almost like being a parent. Being a parent is a job that you can never clock out of. You gotta take it with you. But as a parent, I would say this on the flip side, just the adverse thing of it. Sometimes kids don't see the practicality of it. Like you can have goals and you can have dreams, but uh, you got to have a plan A, a plan B, a plan C. Because if that don't work, you need something else to fall back on. We know as parents, especially in terms of our life experience, that you don't put all your eggs in one basket. You know what I'm saying? You don't count your chickens before they hatch. There's plenty sayings that we have about that, but I would just say in the defense of the parents, it's more so that. But I don't want our doubts to be killers of your dreams because sometimes our doubts kill more dreams than failures do. So
Mm-hmm.
True.
that's important.
True that. True that.
But you want to know what's really funny though?
Mhm.
Because I feel like it's just so convenient that every time it's Kamiya's turn to sing, every time it's her turn to show off her talent, she's conveniently not or somewhere where she can't be singing right. I was like, can you
Um,
explain what's going on?
First of all, she can't sing. She can sang.
Yeah.
Right.
She can sang.
But they don't know that yet
Oh,
because we ain't seen it.
True.
So what's going
see,
on there?
what happened was, I don't know. I got busy. No, I got to school at 5, all the way in DC.
so
So,
would you consider yourself shy at all?
um, yes, but my school, like my we have vocal techs, so it's like 4 to maybe 6 per people per tech. But my tech teacher has really been helping me, and even my football coach to like get me out of my head and to be more confident and just know that I can do it. So I've been working on it because I used to be really shy, like even to talk to new people and to put myself out there. But now that I go to like a performing arts school, it's really been helping me because it's been surrounding me around people who do the same things that I do.
Hey, shout out to the
Yeah.
performing arts school. You and
Performing
Jonathan in the
arts.
performing arts schools. That
Yeah.
is major. That is major.
BSA, right?
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Every day
Got
there.
you.
I won't say every day there is great, but I'm every day I'm grateful for the opportunity to go to such a school.
But that's normal though, because I was in a production for Dunbar stage play for Black History. And I would say that I didn't agree with a lot of things, but when you in the entertainment business or anything, you're always gonna have like a um chaos, and sometimes that can be for the best because no production is perfect. And yeah, you gotta always have feelings because I was only supposed to be a model, and then they had me playing Martin Luther King and also being a model, and I had to model twice. So
Mm.
I wasn't expecting that, and don't get me wrong, it was stressful. I had to call out of work twice,
Mm.
but it's okay.
That's
It
more
all
money.
it all pay out for the best, and it kind of built me back up to post more now because I had to take a break and stuff like that. But it was great nevertheless. It's better when it's a whole team working together instead of just certain people working together and
Right.
only coming consistently. Yeah.
That's awesome. And speaking about entertainment, man,
Hmm.
do, did we have a promo or something like that?
Promo.
Oh yeah. So basically, the reason, well, the reason I don't think I think I've covered it quite well. The reason I've been so terribly exhausted today is because
Same.
all day I've been running around filming a short film that's actually in collaboration with one of my freshman buddies who I'm sort of mentoring. Half
Hmm.
he's just like my homeboy, but he created this awesome film. He wrote it double down. You know, it just honestly, this film has rekindled my love for the art.
Hmm.
Because over time, working in big productions, it was stressing me out. It was making me hate it. Like every day that I would come home, that I would go to set, I would dread it because everyone was angry. Because at some point on the film set, everyone just gets angry at each other for no reason.
Hmm.
Everyone's doing their job right, but everyone's angry for some reason. And just editing after these people, it's like I was disconnected from it a little bit, you know. But you know, filming this with him, it's just awesome because it's a small crew, so we have lots of freedom.
Mm-hmm.
But at the same time, I'm using my connections, what I can use to get
Hmm.
him great equipment, so it looks good as well. You know, that's
And
I
what's
don't
your
know.
friend name?
Caleb
Caleb.
Argueta.
Shout out
Caleb.
Caleb,
Shout
man.
out Caleb Argueta. You know, Jazz Jackson. Devin
Jazz.
knows him
Yeah, I
too.
know
Yeah,
Jazz.
he's our lead actor. We got Jonah. I don't even know his last name, but he's a
Hmm.
goat too. You know, everyone on this film is amazing,
Mm.
and I believe it's going to turn out amazing. You know,
Right.
it's going to be screening at the end. It's going to be screening at the end of year screening at BSA. So
Oh,
come by if you can. I'll drop the date whenever we get that confirmed.
and
But
you wanna show it on here like when that time comes in June? If
maybe
it's if it's a video.
it'll be a video. Yeah, you know what? We could do that. Do a
Okay.
little movie night.
Movie night. Okay, okay. And
Hmm.
speaking of which, do y'all have any plans for Easter or anything with family?
Um, I'm. I don't know. My grandma dictates my Easter schedule. So wherever she want to go, whether that be church, back to her house, I'll just follow. I'll just go with the flow. What
Right.
about y'all?
I would say I will honestly Easter came so fast that I
It
don't
did.
know. I don't know because my niece was born last night.
Oh wow!
Um
Oh
Congratulations.
Shout
wow!
out to my
Congrats.
sister Jamila. The baby name is Malani. So shout out to my sister if she watching this. But yes, we probably just take the family out and just chill out really and probably go Easter egg hunting for my little nieces and nephews. And yeah, that's pretty much it for me. What
Mm.
about you, Uncle Danny?
I would let Kamiya go, and I'll
Mm.
explain. You got
Um,
plans for Easter?
I'm probably just gonna go to church and then spend time with my mom and my sister.
Okay. Yeah. I don't really have plans. I'm celebrating the
Hmm.
Passover tomorrow, actually. Day after the new moon. I'm not gonna wait till Sunday. I'm gonna wait till the day after the new moon.
Hmm.
Um, it's more like a scripture thing, but I celebrate Passover, and we're gonna have some lamb. I don't know if it's gonna be a whole lamb yet
Hmm.
that we're gonna put on the grill, or just get the lamb shank or something like that. But it will be a lamb, and it will be
Mm.
grilled, and it will be wonderful. I'm gonna eat some lamb and some bitter herbs all of the day.
Want to send
You
me
know
some? Say no.
what is your generation's obsession with tough meat? I feel like as a community, we
There you
gotta
go.
leave. We
There
we
you
gotta
go.
leave the chops in the past.
The chops, not the lamb.
Lamb
No,
chops,
lamb is
pork
good.
chops, all the chops. I have never. So don't pull out and be like, nah, you know you're in the wrong place. My granny shop. No, I've never been nobody house.
Lamb is a mature
Was
meat.
nah. It just
For
causes you
mature
more stress.
audiences.
Like I feel like people associate matureness and
Hmm.
like you know eloquent with how hard it is to eat the food.
Right.
Like you will see somebody cut into a lamb for 10 minutes before they take a single bite.
So you never had a tender lamb.
Yes, lamb is really good.
It is really
Not pork chops though. I won't eat a pork chop, but I
Yeah,
will eat
they say pork chops
no, I don't
cause
eat pork.
high blood pressure.
Yeah.
On
Yeah.
everything.
But when I was
True.
growing up, I used to eat the pork chops. We used to put it in the sandwich, put some hot sauce on it.
Yeah,
Call it a
hot
day.
sauce.
Yup.
Yeah.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, but I don't eat pork no more. I actually haven't had pork since March of 2023. But the lamb, back to the lamb conversation, it's a way that you cook it and prepare it. See, everybody can't make certain foods.
Yes, I be
Like
saying.
it's even certain cuts of the cow that's really, really tough. And that's
Mhm.
why normally they're roast. You sit
Right.
there and you roast it for a couple hours so it break down the meat. It just all depends on how you prepare it. And one thing about lamb is you will know how skilled you are in the kitchen based on how you cook a lamb, for sure.
True.
I don't know. It's just like because whenever because sometimes I do have a Facebook account because I made one for fun way back in the day just so I could stalk all my homegirls, grandparents, and it's like I don't know because what do y'all define as tender? Me personally, I
Tender.
define tender as something you can easily chew, something that's nice and juicy, like falls
Chicken
apart.
tenders.
Nah,
No.
chicken tenders
Mm-mm.
are not
No.
tender most of the time,
Mm-mm.
right?
They got the name tender
Because
in
like
there,
I don't know
but
when
it's
y'all
not.
be coming home with some tender pot roast, it just because it comes apart into chewy strings doesn't mean it's tender.
Sure.
And that's how I feel about people's lamb chops. I'm not coming for anybody's specific food. This goes for pretty much everybody because I've never had a good lamb chop that didn't take me forever. Because for some reason everybody like everything well done. That's another reason I don't like steak.
Why? Like,
I'm
because
a
it's
steak
well done.
connoisseur, so
Right.
No, you.
I don't eat well done steak though.
Mm.
It's a waste.
And it's hard to like swallow a little bit, right?
It's tougher
Mm.
and it's not as flavorful. Like it's like you cook a lot of the flavor out. I'm actually
Right.
a grill master, and I've been studying steaks on how to cook it. I got it down to a science. Let me just say that.
You know what? Summer we're gonna have a grill episode. We're gonna
Mhm.
bring the grill
Grill.
master and we're gonna do a mukbang.
Right.
I got the tools too. I can put the radar on it. I know exactly how I like my steak at
All right.
145 degrees, and I probably like the lamb at the same temp.
We gonna
Right.
see. We gonna see grill master.
But I don't like mine super like rare
Right.
or nothing like that. It gotta be a medium.
I feel like if I ever do get to try, that's the only way I'll eat it.
It's
Mhm.
rare.
Cause I can't stand chewy meat.
Right.
It's like I never eat beef
You might
unless
as well
it's
eat the
unless
cow
it's a
off
burger.
of the farm.
Right.
I don't know.
What they say? They say good doctor can bring that thing back to life.
What y'all think is better, iPhones or Androids?
iPhones.
iPhones,
Galaxy.
Galaxies.
See, here's my thing.
Mm-hmm.
I genuinely need you to explain to me why an iPhone is better, besides the fact that they add random quality of life features that you use once when the update come out and never again. Why is the iPhone better?
To me, I think even though I do have an iPhone, I do think for pricing and stuff like that, Galaxy or Androids is better because I feel like iPhones they just sometimes make the like phones act weird or
Right.
stupid on purpose. That way we can buy the new phones.
Mm-hmm.
I just kind of experienced that,
Mhm.
and don't get me wrong. I would say like probably camera quality iPhone is probably better,
No,
but Galaxy or Androids. I mean, before I had iPhone, I mean I always had a Android, so I would say that's my number one phone. But I'm gonna stay with the iPhones though.
Okay.
Yeah.
I just can't agree with. You can tell when someone hasn't had an Android recently
Mhm.
because people when we're saying camera quality, we're not saying Apple versus Samsung. Even though Samsung does have better camera quality, the only reason people think that Androids have worse camera quality is because iPhone specifically is sabotaging
Mhm.
the camera quality when you upload through an iPhone app or through text messages.
Right.
Mhm.
Android has already proven
I just
themselves.
seen that update where it was like, you know how it's blurry when you go from iPhone to
Mhm.
Android when you send a picture.
Yeah.
Whole time everybody used to always think it was Android. No,
Yeah,
it's
no, it was
iPhone.
always
Right.
Yeah,
iPhone.
they got a bug. They fixed it. They supposedly fixed it.
And then you know what they did? They had this whole campaign where they're like, we're fixing everything. We're gonna mend the bridge. And then a couple months later, they released another update, and it was right back to where we started.
Why you say iPhone, Kamiya?
Yeah.
I said iPhone. I just think because we have FaceTime, we can. I already see Jonathan's face, but we have FaceTime. We could do. I feel like we could do more stuff on it, and I feel like the quality is like somewhat better. The camera on Androids, they are somewhat better quality in a way, but they both have their pros and cons.
True.
But with iPhones, like whenever they make new ones, they start purposely making your phone go slow. They start, I don't know. My phone be acting up sometimes.
Mm.
Right.
And I say Samsung simply because Samsung make iPhone from the glass,
Mm-hmm.
when they don't even have the Gorilla Glass. The LED, that's Samsung technology. The camera, that's Samsung technology. Basically, all the important parts of an iPhone come from Samsung because they have that technology, which Apple does not. So that's my take in a nutshell. Also, iPhone, like I heard the guy say it on a short. He said, "This is the new design of the old design of the new design." That's how they keep coming out. Like the 15 is the same as the 16 and all that stuff.
True
And then
that.
after a while,
Shifting the
they all look the same. At least with Android, and not even with Galaxy, because I like to make a distinguishing between Galaxy and Android too. Because you have different types of Androids. You got the 1+9 or something like that don't equal 10. You got
Right.
the whatever kind of else other Androids they have, right? But when it comes to Androids, you have different varieties of phones. You got phones that come with the stylus pins. You have phones that can flip up, flip down. You got Galaxy that got the Z folds and the flip folds. I mean, you got
Right.
different styles of phones that cater to all these different needs and wants. And then my biggest thing with iPhone, because I do have an iPhone too that I never use, but you got to pay for everything on iPhone. It's like you got to
Yeah.
download the app and pay for everything. I get my Samsung, YouTube, Google, all that stuff already come on the phone. I don't have to download extra apps in order to access that. But with iPhone, you do.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's just when you ask somebody Android versus our iPhone, you can just tell if they have a crowd mentality. Because I know you just said you can do more things on an iPhone,
I mean,
but
I
have you
I've,
experienced
An Android.
an Android?
I've never had an Android.
Never.
Wow.
True.
I've had an iPhone since like I was 5 till now.
And who indoctrinated you into the iPhone family?
My mom.
Your mom. And
She started me off with the iPhone SE.
I just want you to tell me what, in terms of features, not exclusive apps, which Samsung has as well. What specific features does iPhone have that Samsung does not, or has not created before the iPhone just copied?
I mean, when I look at my friend's phone, because she has an Android, like when she's like making TikToks and stuff, it's like blurry. The camera isn't like good quality. Then, like text messages are green. You can't delete messages. Like it's just Apple. Apple, we can delete the messages, the pictures, the videos that we upload are clearer. I don't know.
But again, that's all on Apple's side. Like that is Apple influencing the masses by making a disconnect. Exclusivity does not make the phone better.
Right.
Like,
plus, I'm not sharing my location anyway. I think that's very intrusive.
True.
As an adult, you know what I'm saying?
yeah, true.
Well, maybe if I had a wife or something, you know what I mean? But no, I'm not sharing my location.
It's just like the only reason, because you just hear people regurgitate. It's like there's genuinely not a single actual reason why iPhone will be better besides iPhone making it impossible for the two phones to link,
Right.
which is not a either phone problem, well, it's Apple problem,
Mhm.
or iPhone influencing apps to favor iPhones.
Mhm.
It's never an Android problem. Android is not causing the problems. It's
Right.
iPhone trying to sabotage
Yeah.
to create a bubble, which they already have y'all successfully trapped in.
Mhm.
Because once your phones start to slow down, people, full consciously, this is iPhone trying to make me buy a new phone, and they still buy a new phone.
Mhm.
True.
You're like,
True.
it's like, it's bad for you, and there's truly no good reason why you're doing this, but you still do.
We got a comment.
Yeah,
as well.
comment.
Geo Matic.
G-
By the way, he's Animation Conversation. Appreciate you for joining us. Go ahead,
Yeah.
Leo.
He said that y'all iPhone ninja sneaky.
That's what. Yeah,
True.
iPhone is like a
That's-
whole Snapchat type of thing.
True
Like she
that.
said, you could send messages, delete them, and all that stuff. Man, that's
Mm.
for people that want to delete. Because I'm not sending you no message I want to delete.
Right.
Why would I want to delete it anyway? I think maybe that means Android users are more concise in their thoughts and text messages.
Right. Right. True
I
that.
don't know. It's just like
No, but iPhone got it got a stronghold on the game. I think it's basically just paying for the name.
yeah,
Right.
you're paying for the name
Paying for the
exactly.
brand because they keep coming out with the same phones. They don't even have no different design. I don't even know how people do that.
And they know it.
Mhm.
Right.
They know it because they'll complain about it until someone brings up, then why not buy Android? Because
Right.
they're not what they don't. It's not that they want a drop in quality of the phone. It's because they still want to be a part of the group. That's the
Mm.
real reason no one wants to switch to Android.
They don't want to see no green chat bubbles.
Right.
They don't want to. Yeah, and see, it's another thing. If we all did it, they would have to acclimate to us. But people don't really be trying to move. They just
Right.
want to go with the flow.
Right.
All right.
And we gonna also talk about like the best shoe game. Like, what's the best shoes? Nikes, Jordans, things of that nature.
It depends. What's the occasion? Is it you talking about
Facts.
athletic? Or you talking about
Athletic.
athletic?
We can start off with that. Yeah.
It's kind of hard to go against Nike, but I'm gonna go Under Armour.
Under Armour.
Under Armour. If you want, when you say athletic, you talking like basketball or just like just like running, jump, New Balance.
New
New
Balance.
Balance.
Honestly,
Is,
their designs
comfortable.
might be kind of bun sometimes, but
Mhm.
New Balance is extremely comfortable, mad reliable. You buy a pair of New Balances,
Right.
they gonna last you.
yeah.
True
They
that.
gonna last you.
And Under Armour. Under Armour has a little bit of pizzazz to it.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
It got a little bit like how you say New Balance. It's not really a looker. To me, Under Armour has the look and the performance.
Right. Right. And I mean, I don't do sports anymore, but I would say probably Under Armour. I see a lot of people that wear that. I'm gonna be honest with you. My shoe game, my aunt mainly. I'm not the type that's fashionable, even though I need to be.
Yeah, you
Even
crease the
though,
J's.
yeah, like I just crease them. But yeah, she normally even my mom or aunt will pick them out, or I'll be like, yeah, sure. I'm not the best with taking care of shoes, but I'm working on that because I am trying to be a model and stuff, and in the acting field. So I gotta be more fashionable and stuff like that, and look at outfits and shoes. I mean, they very expensive, but nevertheless, it could. I just need to do better with taking care of them because these ones already got a crease in it. Just don't tell my aunt because she bought them on Saturday. I was right.
YouTube University will show you how to take them up out of.
Sure.
Yeah, but I mean, honestly, I don't know.
Somebody said Jonathan.
Mm,
What did I say?
hands anointed IMP. Jonathan's. You
My-
got, you
my-
got,
shoes?
you got, you
My
got
what?
shoes.
You got some shoes, some clothes we don't know about.
Oh yeah, I got some Jordans at home. My thing is though,
Mhm.
I made the mistake of wearing them at an event where I had to walk. Them things are worn down to the sole. Jordans
True.
are shoes if you don't need to move.
Hmm.
Like that's my only issue. That's my only issue with Jordans. Is why am I buying a shoe that I can't move or that I can't move naturally in?
Right.
The shoe should serve you. You shouldn't be serving the shoe.
Right.
Well, tell like them white Air Forces, man. I know people that can only wear the Air Forces one time, and then you got to buy another pair. I'm like, how are they making so much money off of one pair of shoes? That's
Right.
because once you can only wear it like once or twice, and then people are done.
Right. And we have geometric. I mean
Geomatic.
geomatic. He said, I heard Baltimore put Under Armour on the map. Is that true? I'm an old head, so I don't really know.
We had to because I don't know nobody to rock Under Armour before Baltimore. They got the Under Armour Performance Center. I'm actually questioning. I wonder now if
Mhm.
Under Armour is like from Baltimore. Is that like a?
It probably is.
like a Baltimore thing?
It's always the headquarters that's here, right? Like the
I think
store.
the headquarters is here. I know we have the Under Armour Performance Center downtown. I did some work right next to it. It's a bank right next to it,
Mm.
and Under Armour's right there. So they got the whole center, and I was like, wow. But Under Armour is really good. Under Armour's great. Jordan's overrated to me.
Mm-hmm.
They keep coming out with different color concepts. I don't see how people line up for them. But if you hooping, then that's If you hooping, I
Mhm.
guess that's good for hooping
Nah,
only.
Right.
Jordans
Maybe
ain't
not
even
for
good for hooping.
football, not for running,
Right.
but maybe for hooping.
Mm-mm.
You said no?
Not Jordans. There are only a couple models of Jordan that are genuine people recognize as good hoop shoes. Jordans are mainly just like they just trophy shoes.
Right.
My thing is, once a pair of clothing becomes more like a trophy than just something you can wear and use, and like, what's
Jordans
the
is
point
the
of buying it?
iPhones of shoes.
Yes, Jordans are the iPhones of shoes.
Right.
The fact, yo, what y'all did to Skechers back in elementary school,
Oh,
I
my
hate y'all for
goodness.
that.
Right.
Skechers
Oh,
were one of the most comfortable shoes of all time,
Mm.
and y'all made it goofy to pop out with them. You
it
can't go
was
anywhere with
goofy.
Skechers anymore.
And
Right.
I ain't gonna lie, I had a pair that had some wheels on the back.
Everyone
the
had
back.
Skechers.
Mhm.
Why did we just start switching up? Skechers were tough. They had collaboration with Heelys. They had They had everything that was cool on your shoes as a kid, and then people
I
just
think it's the
decided.
name. I think it's the name. I think that's something
Mhm.
that our generation should get away from. The younger generation should get away from the material. The idea that material is game. So you
Right.
see a lot of a lot of the wealthy people, they don't wear Jordans and all that other stuff. They wear a pair of Walmart shoes,
Mm.
Skechers or whatever. Feli's. Well, Feli's making a comeback now.
Right.
Yeah,
Feli's
Yeah.
been on
I
a
remember.
main comeback.
Felines were tough.
Back in the day when I was young, Feli's get you cracked on, get you joked
Right.
on. But now
Terrible.
it means it's a comeback.
Right.
Shaq's used to be the shoes too to get you cracked on too. I don't
Mhm.
know what happened
But
with Shaq's shoes.
nah, because he was the only one that was like, I'm gonna make my shoes affordable so
Mhm.
kids can actually wear them.
Mm.
He was like, oh no, you making your shoes cheap, you making it available to the community, you serving the community, man, you goofy, man.
Right.
People they can't have nothing.
What shoes you like, Kamiya?
Right.
What's your go-to? Oh, can we
Okay.
hear? One second,
Yeah.
Kamiya. 1 second. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Okay. So my go-to is probably Jordans, but I have recently like I only wear like fur boots now.
Like
Like,
the Uggs.
huh?
Like the Uggs.
Um, sort of. They're sort of like but I like Uggs, Jordans, fur boots, just anything like really comfortable, and then occasionally like Jordans when it gets hotter outside.
Do they make some fur boots for men? 'Cause I'm
I
not
don't
a fan of my
know.
shoes.
Yeah.
Look.
True.
I think
Uh-huh.
this
And keep your
stylish.
feet warm too.
Yeah, especially in
Yes.
winter. Why women get all the nice stuff?
I mean, there is nothing to stop you from going to the women's aisle, getting the biggest pair of shoes they got and wearing them.
Yeah, it is. It's something called. Yeah, never mind.
Oh yeah.
Hey, I mean that. Hey,
We got a couple more comments. What we got up
Yeah.
there?
Your mom Kamiya has said, "Hey,
Oh, hi.
I say
Greatest
hi."
shade of gray.
Gio Madid said bars. He also said, "Yup, the Under Armour headquarters is in South Baltimore."
Huh.
And he also said the moment Shaq show shoes hit Walmart, it was over. Yeah.
Yeah, it was the Saks and the G units. Like in the K, what was the K Swiss?
Mhm.
We used to have a K Swiss. I had a couple of them. So look, I come from a big family. Like my father had 15 kids. I'm number 13.
Oh.
15.
Yes, I'm number 13 too.
Like all in one house, or like
Some of my brothers and them old enough to be my father though. So I got nieces and them that's like my age or older.
Oh,
But
okay.
it's still a lot of us. Trust me. I grew up with cousins and all that. But the
Right.
thing was,
15.
my parents is not buying no Jordans because they buy you
Right.
Jordans. Everybody else got to buy Jordans.
Right.
You ain't the only child.
Mhm.
It's too many of us. So if we wanted the fancy shoes and stuff, we had to go work for it and pay for it ourselves.
True that.
And I understood that as a kid too, but it was just the stigma with it. I never got picked on enough and bullied, but it was just a stigma with it. Like somebody see you with some K Swiss on or some shoes from Payless, them light up shoes. I used to like the glow shoes that light
Light
up.
up shoes was
I used to
always
run in
tough.
them
Right.
just because they lit up, so it
Facts.
can light up. So I mean, I used to like them, but I mean, to each his own. But I
Right.
know that'll get you joked on back in the day.
It's just so dumb.
He-
People love making things that are available
Mhm.
and cheap. Like, I don't know why we all crack. People was cracking on like just go the concept of going to Walmart
Mhm.
for years. It's like you gotta go too. Ain't nobody here rich. Why are we
Right.
all so obsessed with acting rich and looking rich when the rich people go to Walmart too?
True.
Yeah.
It's just dumb.
Right. And he also Gio Madid asked, did Adidas fall off? Because
no, I
nobody's
forgot about
wearing
Adidas.
them.
How did I mention Adidas? Adidas did not fall
Right.
off. They one of the top athleisure wear that you could buy for sure.
Right.
What you think?
Well, again, I'm not like the biggest shoe person, but as my dad, he still wear Adidas and stuff like that. So to me, no. But mind you, he's still stuck in the 1980s. So no.
Oh, Pops just caught a
Yeah,
stray.
I'm just
Oh
Crazy.
saying
man.
some. I feel like some parents don't like, or just people in general, or that generation just don't like change, which is understandable.
Mm.
But the world is changing,
Mhm.
so
Well,
uh,
just don't change Adidas, Nike, Reebok.
yeah.
Don't change them because they've been around forever.
But
And oh, go ahead,
uh,
go ahead. Go ahead.
I would say, but speaking of change, do you think
Mm-hmm.
it's our time? Because every generation has to have a phase where the young sort of kicks out the new,
Mm-hmm.
out of the positions of power. Do you think right now is that time? Because me personally, I feel like we're in the midst of pretty much flipping the country upside over in terms of culture, who's running it,
Mm-hmm.
all of our artistic endeavors. What do y'all think about that transition of power between generations?
Start with you, Kamiya. What you think
Yeah.
about the transfer of power between generations?
Um,
That's a
I
good
don't
question.
know. I feel like everything is just changing all at once. Like stuff is coming back around from like, the olden times. But some stuff we're incorporating into like the new generation, things that we say, things that we do, and things that come back around.
So let me ask y'all something before. What do y'all consider old?
Um,
Um, our Metro in Baltimore.
No, in terms of age
oh,
or
age.
Oh,
yeah.
Oh, well, I feel like old is more of a mentality.
What do you?
Once that's not crazy, but I
mm,
feel like once you convince yourself you're old and just start giving up on stuff, then you old. But
You
if
feel
you
like
can
age
keep,
is a mentality? I like that.
yeah, you
mm,
can you can be like my grandma 70 something, and she is one of the youngest people I know. I
Mm.
don't know.
right.
My grandma love a party. She's very young minded. So I feel like old is more of like a mindset that you put
That's a
yourself in.
relative term.
Right.
What you think, Kamiya? What's old to you?
I agree with Jonathan. I feel like it is a mindset because some like I see like old people on TikTok and social media, and like they're like really lively, like they're full of energy. So I really
You
just
don't
think that
describe them as
Yeah, you
old
just
though.
saw them old, but
Right.
can't
You
be
just say
agreeing
you
with me
see
like
old
that.
people. So what's old to you?
um I mean, like how people look old, like,
Mm-hmm.
but I can't really just call them old like because like based off their appearance. It's based off of their mindset.
I'm dying laughing. What you think is
Um,
old, Devin?
probably what I think is old. Probably I don't. I would say I agree with Jonathan and Kamaya. I mean, when people just stop giving up on stuff, then it get old. Like I guess some of the songs that is old and stuff like that. Besides from like materialistic things, really e- everything gonna get old at one point.
Hmm.
Mm. Well, the reason why I asked that is because, do y'all know how old that you have to be in order to be the president of the United States?
37?
What you think?
No, I thought it was. I thought was it not? Yeah, no, I think it was 30. Was it
Or
35,
35?
37?
What you think, Kamaya?
I think like 50.
You
Oh,
would think so.
What
You would think so the way that they
the
hire
way
these
they
presidents,
running
right?
it? Yeah,
mm,
But it's really 35.
yeah,
Well,
Oh,
35.
really?
America has never had a president at 35, and I don't know. Would you want a person that young to lead an entire country?
Yes.
No.
Here's my
probably not.
Okay, that's two different answers. What about you, Devin?
Probably not.
Okay, so
Nah,
that's two against one. I would say no as well too.
because old. I mean, everybody gonna have their different opinions, but I feel like older people, like like the ones that's in the 50 and stuff, have more experience
Right.
and more knowledge than someone that's just 35. No offense, but yeah.
not. I don't take offense. My thing is also
Hmm.
the president should be someone who is ready to adapt to the current time and the
Hmm.
current way of ruling things. Right. One of our issues with having old presidents is our president is like, how old is Donald Trump? He looked 50 billion.
I think he's about 81.
Yeah, 81,
Yeah.
right? So he's grown up using tactics from segregation. Like I feel like 50 years, how much can the world change in 50 years?
A lot.
Do that.
Obviously, a lot.
A
A
lot.
lot.
Hmm.
So once you get to that position of power, I feel like some of your views are bound to be quite outdated. You know,
Mhm.
if
But to rebuttal that,
Mhm.
a person like your grandmother, you said, who has a young spirit about her. What's the difference between that?
Oh no, she is a young spirit, but she still has old beliefs.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay,
yeah,
don't
nah,
get it
nah.
twisted.
She hasn't given up, but she has a young spirit in the fact that she still hates like old people do.
Hmm.
Right.
But
But
Kamiya, why you said no?
Mm.
I say no because I feel like the mindsets are different. A person who is above 35, like, it's like maybe like someone who's 35, their frontal lobe isn't fully like, what's the word?
Develop.
Yes, isn't fully developed. So I just think that someone older than 35 would be better suited as a president, as long as they're not using tactics from like all the way back then, like segregation, like Jonathan said.
Mm. Fair.
Mm.
I
And
know.
that's interesting that y'all say that because the younger generation is definitely not involved in politics. Especially the older the generations go, the least amount of voters that turn out at the polls.
Right.
So, I mean, at some point, I think the old and the new does need to mesh, but we still need a general foundation on what we build from, and that foundation is, I guess you would call that old.
Quite
True.
frankly, the foundation we built this country on is terrible.
Yeah,
It's
and I agree with that.
there. I don't think this is not a country where the old and the new can mesh.
Match. Yeah.
Considering the old, like think about the old and how they perceive the young people of this generation. They're not going to want to mesh with us.
Right.
The old wants to erase us.
Nah, I don't
Hmm?
think race.
No, no,
Yeah.
no. I'm not talking about like your age.
We being the younger generation, I say we because we are a part of the younger generation. I think they see us as weaker than they were because when you ask what age should they start working at, a
Yeah.
lot of them did work when they was young. They did work in the house, around the house before they was even 10 years old. You know what I'm saying?
I
Stuff
mean,
like that.
we do that too. But I'm saying the thing. Another thing is what they don't realize, right? They
Mhm.
perceive us as weak when our opposition was much worse than theirs was.
Right.
If you
And
Mm,
look, no,
think about it.
wait.
Go ahead.
Before we start
I'm a
hating,
rebuttal. I'm a rebuttal. Think about it.
before we start looking at things, right? You can bring up all the issues, but you cannot argue against stats and the fact that y'all, if you got a job,
Mhm.
say in what the 1950s, we just did a whole, we've been doing a whole course on this in American history, right? Even though it's pretty much common sense, everyone should know this.
Mhm.
Mhm.
If you one job was able to get you a house, a car, and you could support a whole family with at least 2 kids
Right.
off of one job that was like minimum wage,
Right.
because housing and an average payment were running alongside each other. Once we hit 1980, the gap skyrocketed so bad that that's nothing reasons that they should not be in charge of us.
It actually started in
True.
1913 through the federal income tax. Before there was no tax on income. That's
Mhm.
where
Yes.
it started. But I wanted to rebuttal that because I want you to think about something, right? I want before you finish, I want to ask you something, right?
Mhm.
So let's say the older generation, right? They didn't have as much as
Mhm.
we have now, right? We got
Right.
freedom. They had segregation. We can eat wherever we want,
Right.
and they couldn't.
There was more
Things like that,
more
right?
restricted.
Women, a lot of women back in the day didn't have the right to
Mhm.
vote, so they did a lot
Yes.
more with a lot less. We have the younger generation, our generation. We have a lot more, and we do a lot less with a lot more resources. And I
Yeah.
think that's what frustrates the older people. I try to put myself in their shoes, and they be like, "Well, dang, we ain't had this. We ain't had the internet. We
True
literally had to
that.
open dictionaries, the sources to learn words. We had encyclopedias. We had this, that, and the third. You
And
know what I'm saying? And we did all these things, with nothing. And here you guys have everything, and it seems like you can't get nothing done.
What do you
yet
think?
true
What do you think we're doing though?
and true that because for example, I think is taking over the world a lot. Because a lot of us cannot think, read, or write anymore like we supposed to because a lot of kids use AI to cheat and you can use AI like for example AI was made to help us not to do the work for us but
Mm.
us as children kind of abuse that power and that's why a lot of us can be behind too like the education and stuff has fallen off, which we really do need to bring back up because it's a lot of us that's getting out of school, graduating, and don't know have the skills like reading, writing, or doing math like that. Even not saying that it determine you, but it I can see both point of views.
True. I agree with that too. And we got another
G,
comment. Read that, and then Kamiya, let us know what you think after this
yeah,
comment.
and then Geomatic it said it should be a young president that can relate to us and a old president to guide them. But
Mhm.
at the end of the day, that um, but at the end of the day, that don't matter because it is the Senate,
The Senate.
the Senate, the ones who approve on the 9 laws who needs to be changed and stuff like that. Sorry,
Mm.
I need my
True.
glasses, but
Everyone needs to
It's
get
okay.
yeah.
more involved in local elections because people don't be realizing how important they are.
Right.
Mhm.
Not the
Uh,
big elections, the local ones.
I mean, no, we
Right,
need the big elections too, but
Yeah.
the local ones, like people really need to get out there and vote.
Mm.
right,
Issue is our generation. A lot of people, I feel like a lot of people think we're not involved in politics,
right.
Mhm.
A lot of us
but
not.
honestly, half of us are unable to be
Yeah,
involved in
true.
politics. Because we got to remember, like our generation is still quite young. There's only a select few of us that are fully out in the adult world. And again, to what we were thinking, like people think we do a lot, we have a lot more and we do a lot less. But it's not like we got a lot more and it was only benefits. Honestly, the consequences of that more evens it out.
Mm-hmm.
Right,
Like you have the internet, but now you can get denied a job for something you said 15 years ago.
Mhm.
Yeah.
To back your point, and I want to make this point too. There's a young sister, a young black woman. I think she's about 18 or 19. She's actually running for the mayor of Bowie, and
Mhm.
she would be the youngest mayor in Maryland history. So if y'all really want to turn out, if y'all really want to make a change, go, if you live in the Bowie area, vote for the young sister who's running
Mhm.
for mayor of
Yes.
Bowie right here in Maryland. So I mean that's something to look up to as far as your generation, but also you have to think too, like in order to be a senate, I think you have to be 25 years old
Mhm.
and stuff like that. So it's a lot of positions in Congress and in the government that doesn't allow for young people.
Mhm.
Although the mayor, you can be like 18, but in order to be like in the House of Senate and representatives and stuff like that, I believe you have to be 25. So you can't be but so young.
Because
true.
more fuel for yeah, because there are. I'm glad there are so many more young politicians like getting into it. Because honestly, they're setting a great example. Like you're saying what Zoran's doing, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like I feel like I still don't understand how people can look at that and still think that like a younger generation isn't ready to go into the political world. Because he got in there and started fixing New York's problems like that.
Right,
He isn't even 100 days into his campaign, into his tenure as mayor,
right.
and he's already fixing not all the issues, but most of the issues. His new March Madness
No,
bracket.
I didn't see that.
He's having like a sort of March Madness bracket where you enter local problems that you have in your city, and he's coming through and fixing them himself.
Mm.
mm, and
Like this man is doing amazing things. I don't know. Everyone needs to get more involved in politics. That's one thing
right,
that
and
everyone should agree on. We all need to be educated. We all need to vote. If you can vote, do it.
right. And when you say that, do y'all think we do the same here in Baltimore with our mayor now? Like, do you think
Yeah,
our
I mean
mayor?
he's a
Mhm.
lot
Yeah,
younger than
yeah.
who was the last mayor?
Hogan.
Hogan.
No,
No,
Hogan
no,
was
no,
No,
no.
no, that
Governor.
was
the
Um,
governor.
what's his name?
I
Shucks,
forgot. It was an
the older
older
man. We
dude.
had Schaefer. So
Mhm.
Baltimore was used to Donald Schaefer types and stuff like that. We had the guy in the 90s. I can't remember his name. He had a lot of scandals. He actually was going to run for
Yeah,
the president and all this stuff.
terrible.
I think it's Mike. I can't remember his name. The old mayor. Shucks. But yeah, I think Brandon Scott is a younger person, and you could
He's
clearly
doing
see he's
great.
making a difference. Homicide has been the lowest since like
Mhm.
the 50s or
Right.
something.
And he's shielding us from all
So
these crazy laws Trump is imposing on us.
he's very innovative with his
Mhm.
approach, but he's not young and he's not old.
Right. He in the
He's like
middle.
right in the middle.
How old is he?
I think he's about 39, 40. Can't
And
be no older than 42.
and I would say for the love of God though, I think something that the city need to focus more on too is definitely approving public transportation because a lot of us city kids take the bus and stuff like me My bus is kind of MTA can be unreliable at times.
Mhm.
Mhm.
So like it was say it's coming and then bus driver is late and stuff like that. So it's like it's the city Baltimore can really come back to be a great state. I mean, it's a good state, but a lot of people outside of it only look on the bad of it and not really the whole picture. So I feel like if we just approve our transit system to hear feedback, it's going to take years, but Baltimore can truly make a comeback as one of the greatest cities in the world.
Absolutely.
And Be More Part said Rebecca, parents 23, Howard University graduate and Bowie resident, running for mayor
Y'all
of
show that comment for
Bowie.
us.
Yeah, an election is scheduled on April the 18th, so this month.
Everybody get out there and vote if you can.
Oh, and
Yeah.
Kamiya, sorry. What's your thoughts on this or anything?
Sorry about that, Kamiya.
Um, I think that we can be more involved in politics because it's important for us to be educated and know what's going on in the world. Even if we don't watch the news every single day, it's important to look back at like the headlines and see what's going on, and so that we can just be educated about what's going on around us. Because at the end of the day, we live in the world and it's happening around us, and we should know what's going on.
Right, right.
I agree
Yeah,
with that.
definitely. So this was more so of like one of our serious
Oh yeah.
episodes, debate and stuff, which is a good thing because besides from just joking and stuff, it's good to be serious.
That was definitely a
Yeah,
vibe check.
yeah,
That was a vibe check
yeah.
question.
And you
I like
educated
it.
us. You educated us. But that is it for today's live stream. We actually went overtime a little bit, but nevertheless, it was great. Do y'all want to share your Instagrams and stuff before we get out of here, or social media where they can find y'all at?
Sure, go ahead, Kamiya. You go
Yeah.
first.
Instagram at Kamiya2K, um, Kamiya2K.
Alrighty, Jonathan.
Oh, I'll keep mine niche.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Got you, got you. Well, y'all already know with me, I do YouTube and stuff like with Dev. Gotta come back on there. And also that underscore Dev on Instagram. And yep, y'all can find me there as always. And yep, we about to hit 400 subscribers, so we almost there.
Hey.
Also, I forgot to tell y'all, and I forgot to email it to y'all, but I was on the Dream Big contest. I was a striver because I made a video about Baltimore public transportation.
Okay.
Me and my mom rode the train and how what I changed the world by building more train routes, particularly in Baltimore, to be like DC in a
Mm.
way. But yeah,
Yeah, that makes sense, man.
Yeah.
Congratulations to you.
Thank
And shout
you.
out to you, man.
Thank you.
More power to you. Make sure y'all go ahead over to Devin channel and
Thank
subscribe
you.
to his YouTube channel as well. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel if you haven't already.
Yeah.
Man, it's the
Facts. What you
Vibe
doing?
Check. It's on the Be More Pod Network. I'm OMG Danny. It stands for On My Grind Danny. Y'all
Uncle
already
Danny.
know. he said Uncle Danny. I'm on Be More For Real Podcast official. Y'all already know. But y'all subscribe to Be More Pod Network. We appreciate y'all. We love y'all. We'll catch y'all. It's the first Wednesday of every month. We're gonna get that vibe check. You
And
heard me.
also, before we go, everybody, let's wish Zay one more time a happy birthday.
Everybody wish Zay a happy birthday. Type
Happy
it in the
birthday,
chat.
Zay.
Birthday,
Yeah,
Zay.
happy
Yes.
birthday, Zay.
Big 12.
Yes.
I remember
And
when I
Zay,
was
if you
12.
watching this, happy birthday. Many more to come and have fun out there.
Hope we're reunited next month.
Yeah. All right. See y'all.
See y'all.